In 2008, scientific evidence showed that undernutrition is still the most important cause of children deaths in the world, with around 3.5 million children dying every year of undernutrition. But the evidence also showed that it is not only a humanitarian disaster, it is really a development challenge. A child who has been undernourished is likely not to develop as fully, both mentally and physically, as a child who has been properly nourished, becoming in itself also a long-term threat to development and also economic and social development. Social transfer is a way to transfer an asset, a good, to vulnerable populations in different forms. We started doing vast quantities or vast programs of social transfer, and they were called initially food aid. Afterward, we realized that food aid was not only extremely expensive, but not always also the most efficient way to provide assistance to vulnerable populations. So we moved to some other type of assistance which were linked to vulnerability, like, for instance, food for work or cash for work, and afterward what we call cash transfer.
Both social transfers and nutrition are very important components of the debate about development at the moment. They've both become much more important over the last 2 to 5 years. And I think what we've been looking at today is the role that social transfers can play in improving nutrition outcomes, to make sure that social transfer programs are designed with nutrition outcomes in mind, which means that you need to have an understanding of the nutrition situation in a country, and that means designing programs with a focus on, for example, pregnant women and children under the age of 2. It means making sure that women don't have to work on public works programs in order to earn an income. A number of different factors that can be considered in designing social transfer programs, which will improve the impact of those programs on nutrition. There are a number of challenges ahead. I think in particular there is a need to find a balance between simple programs that can be operated at national level and programs which are sophisticated enough to address the range of different requirements to address undernutrition. So we've seen a number of successful interventions at a small scale, very innovative approaches. But we need also to be able to scale those programs up in situations with fairly limited capacity, and that is a very important challenge. The other one is finding a balance really between the economic cost of participating in a program and the nutritional costs. An example of that is again the public works programs, where you need to be sure that the benefit that a participant derives from participating in a program where they have to work hard for 8 hours a day outweighs the cost in terms of nutrition, opportunity cost, lost childcare, possibly lost education, which that program might entail. One overriding lesson which has emerged over the last few years in designing social transfer programs is the importance of designing those within a framework of some kind of concept of a national social protection strategy. The donors have a role in helping the governments to define those kind of strategies, and they should aim for any programs that they do implement, that those programs should contribute to the national strategy.